Hello, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year 2021. Yes, it's a new year. We have to give thanks to God. It's a new year of abundance, new year of gratitude, a new year to show the Lord that yes, He's worthy, He's awesome. With all the struggles and all the challenges we went through last year, we are here. It's worth praising the Lord. Thank you, Lord God. Thank you, Lord God. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. New Year, Happy New Year as you are joining. Happy New Year. It's a new year. It's a year to look back and have cause to glorify the Lord. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I'm so excited, you know. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah. Let me show you this. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you all. Happy New Year, my lovelies. Happy New Year, my wonderful members. Happy New Year, my colleagues. Happy New Year, my friends and family members globally. I welcome you to 2021, first Sunday of the year, first Sunday of the month, first Sunday of the week. You are all welcome. Yeah, it's time to bubble. It's time to praise the Lord. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Yeah, I'm sharing this to my timeline. Oh, yeah. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, beautiful people. Good evening. Hello, good evening. Oh, Madam me talk bear or Larry Big Bay. Good evening, Madam, my sister. Nice having you here. You're welcome. Happy New Year. Hope you and the family, you are doing great. Sister Goodness, if you're my smilist, I see you. You're always there. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I hope you guys had a wonderful celebration like I did. You know, it's a new year, so we're going to live it to the fullest. Yeah. Happy first Sunday. Happy first month. Happy first week. Happy New Year. Happy new things. Happy New Year. You're welcome. Yeah. I love music, so let me bubble a bit. Whatever topic I have to be treated, I kind of sort for the music that goes along the storyline, you know, the narrative. The topic for tonight is DNA test, right? DNA test. Is it really necessary in marriages? We're going to be talking about it. I'm not a Yoruba, but this music, the lines are saying, take it easy in life. Take it easy with the things of life. Life is, we think that life is short. It's not really short. Life is long, you know. There's longevity in life for the that's for the people that have the grace to live long, though it's quite short for others, but life itself is long. We have to take it easy with the things of life. There is more to life than just facing challenges and having problems and having to judge others when you've not walked in their shoes. There is more to life. Yeah, Madam. Okay, there is a woman. Yeah, Madam Bello Elizabeth. I see you, ma'am. Happy New Year. You are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Nice having you all here. Please say something. Give me likes, thumbs up. Say something. Let me acknowledge your presence in the house. You're welcome. I'm live on Facebook and also live on YouTube. So anyone that is convenient for you, we'll get rolling. Yeah, I love that. Give me the likes, please. Yeah. You're welcome. God bless you. You're going to have so much love and so much positivity in your life this new year 2021. That's why I'm having my candle stand here for positive vibes, you know. I have my candle stand here for positive, white candle stand for positive vibes. I need positive energy. I welcome you all. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, mommy. Oh, my lovely sister Sajo. Happy New Year. Don't worry, I owe you one. You'll see me soon. I owe you one. I know it. Pardon me, okay? Yeah, much love to you all. Much love. We are going to have it good this year. This is my very first outing this year, online, live. I've been there doing my thing, you know, I always post and all that. So this is my very first outing this year on live broadcast. So my wish for every one of us is happiness. Thank you for the likes and the love. Thank you. My wish for every one of us is happiness. Happiness above every other thing. Happiness. And we have to be really grateful to God. We have to show our appreciation to God because He's been wonderful in our lives. I personally have got all the reasons to thank God this period because it's been a tough year last year, 2020. It's been so tough that I was almost scared. I hope I'm not going to have this virus because where I was working, that is a personal testimony for me. Where I was working, they had more than quite a number of these virus cases, you know. But to the glory of God, I've went for tests 2 times. Everything came out negative. Because me, I always eat ginger, garlic, lemon, you know, natural things, warm herbal tea. So just to combat it, to avoid it. So it's been a testimony for me to be here today, this new year, amidst of so many tribulations and temptations, giving God the glory. So I hope we are going to have it better this year to His glory in Jesus' name. I welcome you all. Yeah, today's topic is DNA test. DNA test. Let me turn down the volume a bit. DNA tests. Should it be encouraged in marriages? Why I chose this topic, I'll brief in a moment. But before then, I would also like to touch some other trending news that we've had over the week, the last week of December to this very first week of January 2021. There have been quite a lot of trending news. Then the pending news about Deborah Okezie and her son, Don Davis. Yeah, Happy New Year. Obuche Christiana. Happy New Year. Pardon me if I don't pronounce your name very well. Happy New Year to you, ma'am. You're welcome. Then the trending news about this DNA of a thing, though they've not called for DNA, but that's what sparked this DNA recently, about a few days back. Everybody has been talking DNA. Is this lady that absconded to the US with her 2 kids, allegedly saying that the kids are not for her real husband that's late now, blessed memory. The other news that is really not too pleasant, because it happened few minutes to cross over to New Year 2021, is about Showore. Showore has been rearrested. I think everybody has heard about it. Showore has been rearrested. It is bad. It is bad. It is bad in all its entirety. In whichever way we want to think about it, rearresting Showore is a bad news. It's a bad sign. It's a bad thing. Economically, politically, is bad. Humanly, is bad. Showore shouldn't be rearrested. Showore shouldn't be arrested. Showore should be left to do his thing. Showore is not fighting for himself. Showore is not fighting for his stomach infrastructure. No. Showore is made in life. Showore is made. His kids are made. His home is made. His wife is made. Yes. Anybody that is staying in the shores of Western world, when you know what you are there for, you are made in life. Going back to Africa, to Nigeria in particular, my country, to go and do 1 or 2 things is out of humanity, is out of love, is out of, giving out, reaching out, helping others to come up. When you stay at top, there are too many people beneath you that cannot reach you. Believe it, when you fall, you're going to fall below, you're going to fall down below, you're going to fall underneath. But when you bring up people, you bring up others, you can never fall. That is what Showore is trying to do. Showore is trying to give life to the lifeless, the voiceless in Nigeria. That man should be released. That man should not be incapacitated. That man should not be held in captivity. That man should not be held in prison. Showore should be released for Christ's sake. Showore should be released, and let those rulers that call themselves leaders, let them have the fear of God. A crime done, they said an injustice done to one is an injustice done to all. It's Showore's turn now. If they succeed in bringing Showore down, believe it's going to be tough in Nigeria. It's going to be tougher. What people are going through in Nigeria now, so many people, they don't understand it. Nigeria has been, Nigeria and its citizens have been held in captive. They've been caught in captivity. They've been held against their will. And it's a thing of concern. It's a thing everybody should have to come out and voice out against, speak against it. Showore should be released. Showore should not be held. The authorities that be, the powers that be, wherever they are, everybody should please voice out, speak against the injustice Nigerian government is perpetrating against her citizens, or against its citizens. Showore should be released for God's sake. Okay. Then this lady, Deborah Okezie Ashibong, that her son was molested. There has been so many things coming up, so many accusations, so many backlash, trying to intimidate her and trying to bring up unnecessary dust that is not supposed to be, instead of them to just go and make amends and try to see how they will rehabilitate the baby in question and find a way to pacify the family that has been aggrieved. But what they are doing is coming out to intimidate the family, to blackmail them, to make them go through more trauma with the one their child, their baby, Don Davis is already going through. They are just trying to bring that family morale down. It shouldn't be placed. What is bad is bad. That child has been abused, the child has been molested, the child has been traumatized and is going through a lot now. The powers that be, the religious leaders, the church in question, Deeper Life General Overseer, Daddy Pastor Kumuyi, please, you have to come out and do the needful for this woman and her family. Let this not bring your good name you have built over the years, over the decades, down to the mud. Come out and assist this woman psychologically, emotionally, practically assist her one-on-one. Try and see her. Try and get yourself involved in whatever is happening in her family as regards the issue the child is going through, and see a way you can make them smile again. You know, what has happened has happened. It can never be forgotten, but it can be put aside with some smiles on the face or on their faces. So, Daddy Pastor Kumuyi, please be a daddy to everyone, not just to your members. Be a daddy to all of us. Be a daddy to all Christians in Nigeria, if not worldwide, because that's your calling, not to come and victimize or discriminate. Your call is to bring the lost sheep back to the kingdom of God, to the kingdom of light. I don't want to believe what people are saying, or even I've had personal experiences with some Deeper Life members, some good ones and some not too pleasant ones. I've not had cause to have problems with any of them, but when you see their countenance, the way they relate to other Christian folk is like they are the ones doing it well, doing it better off. So I'm not going to be stereotyping anybody saying that you know how Deeper Life behave. You know, the truth is we all have our defects, we have our faults. So if that's the way they want to carry out their own Christianity, is left for them, but they shouldn't use it to hurt other people, because we are all calling God in different ways. So please, Daddy Kumuyi and his member and your members should reach out to Deborah Okezie and her son and her husband and try to make amends. Let's emulate good things. Let us have good vibes from that country. Let us have positive vibes, not the black things, you know, the negative things all the time. Let us have cause to say, yes, this is my country, these are my people, you know. So that's that. Then the very main topic, DNA test. Okay. Before I'll ask question, I'm going to be briefing what I read, because I wasn't there. I'm not going to be one of these random bloggers or random presenters that will come out and start condemning this, condemning that, and they're judging people even before knowing the truth, the facts, the situation, or whatever facts surrounding what happened from distance. And anybody that does that, you can't be my friend if you judge from distance. You can just be mutual. You cannot be my pal if you judge, because not until you walk in another person's shoes, not just walking, walk the distance, the length, the journey. Then before you even have a say, before you even have a contribution, before you even think of judging or concluding on someone's predicament, you don't know what warranted to whatever happened, what pushed it, what motivated it, what caused it. It could be physical, it could be spiritual. You don't know. So be very, very careful when you are judging others, so you are not judged. Your conscience will judge you first. And when your conscience starts judging you, believe you me, you are getting close to your end of time, because conscience is the worst thing that can judge somebody. When you know you are doing wrong, you go out and condemn another person, your conscience will start lashing you. For real, it's practical. Okay. So what I read online about this saga of unfortunate incident that happened to this young man and some guy, he looked so healthy. Hello, happy new year, my beautiful sister Olaiya Iyanu. Happy new year, ma'am. You're welcome. I cite you there. You are welcome. Right? What I read about the whole thing was this guy was a worker as well. Hello, hello, Mr. Moses Isaac. I hope that's the guy or a lady, Mime. I don't know. Pardon me. You are welcome. I cite you. Excuse me. What we read online is what I'm going to talk about, because I wasn't there when whatever happened to them occurred. The late guy, may so rest in peace. May God forgive him his shortcomings and give his soul a repose. Amen. The guy was a worker in the bank, Oceanic Bank, back then as well. His wife too. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. His wife was also, till now, is a banker in another bank, FCMB, according to what we read online. And it happened that she was having a romantic affair with the ND of CMB, the general ND of FCMB in Nigeria. They had a very robust relationship to the knowledge of everybody working in that bank. They were in deep relationship. This is where you see that people are really, really, I don't want to say bad. People are so, like, they are so deceitful. People are so deceitful. On news now, it's being written that the relationship between this lady and the guy and the MD, the FCMB MD, was not a secret affair. It was known. Everybody in the bank knew about it, which means it should have been lingering on. It must have been lingering on for quite some time, for years, because we are talking about 8-10 years kids here. The children, 8-10 years children. So if both children belong to the MD, the FCMB MD, it means the romance must have taken a while, a time, a long while, not just a while, a long while, to the knowledge, not to their consent, but to the knowledge of their colleagues in the same banking institute, the same building, the same office. Why have they not come out against this woman's extramarital affairs? That's where I'm saying human beings can be very, very deceitful. Why have they not raised issues against two of them? Both the man practicing infidelity, because that man too is married, and the woman committing adultery. They all overlooked the sin committed by two married people. This is married, this is married. They were fornicating, they were committing adultery, committing sin against man and against God. They were there, they did not see how to put a stop. Now, The breeze is blowing, the files bomb is opened, and everybody wants to come out and condemn the woman. If it is true, according to what we read online, that their relationship wasn't a secret affair, that everybody knew about it where they worked, then with the Oga Patapata that is adulterous, with the lady that could not stay faithful and honest in her marriage, with you workers in the bank that saw iniquity and kept short, you have all sinned against God. Why? Because if a third party had come in, there's no way you guys will not say you were not friends with them. If a third party had come in to say, madam, this thing you are doing is unethical. You, Oga, you are the MD of this establishment or organization. What you are doing is unethical. It shouldn't be done. Perhaps this sudden death of this young man would have been avoided. That is where I'm going to. Everybody has a way of living his or her own life. Fine, we know that. But sometimes a stitch in time saves nine. It's been said all over. If the bankers or the family members that knew about this thing took it upon themselves to come in and try to see a way of knowing why they were both into that kind of open relationship, why both parties are married, perhaps this young man wouldn't have died from stroke, from heart failure, from brain torture, from anxiety, from disappointment, from emotional torture, from emotional blackmail. People would have been able to counsel him, to tell him it's not the end of the world, or this is that, this is that. But everybody kept mute and they allowed them to continue wallowing in their sin. Now a life is gone. A life gone. 3 or 4 or more than that, other lives are being traumatized and stigmatized because the man, the MD, is not going to have it funny. We know ourselves in Nigeria. The woman, let her run to Japan, let her run to space. The stigma is there. Then the innocent kids amidst this, those innocent kids, because their pictures are out there in the open. The stigma is going to be there for a lifetime. That their mother was a promiscuous woman. She was an adulterous woman. She was an unfaithful wife, an irresponsible mother. The stigma is going to be on those kids' heads. This is what could have been avoided if those people surrounding them saying now that the relationship, this is my point of saying now that the relationship was well known to everyone in the banking sector there. The relationship was well known over the years. Then why haven't anybody come out to speak against it or to try to make this man to own up to his life? That, okay, this is what his wife is doing, this is how he's going to take it. They didn't cancel him. At the end of the day, he just got the news sometime last year, right? Or 2017, got the news, he couldn't cope with it. Now he's gone. Who is to be blamed? Everyone, everybody surrounding them, surrounding the both corporate, that's the surrounding the two corporates, the man, the promiscuous man, the unfaithful MD, and the adulterous wife. Everybody surrounding them are sharing from the blame of the man's sudden death, right? If we have to blame. But who are we to blame? Who are we to judge? They all have their life to live. They know their situation, they know their circumstances, whatever it is that pushed them to go the other way. They are there to sort it out. But we are just here acting on what we heard, on what we read online, right? So that's just the brief summary about it. It has provoked so many negative talks. It has made people to come out to speak against women. It has made people to come out to bring out some dirty things about men that are using other women that are into relationship with married women and all that. These women committing adultery, they are committing it with men. Men committing adultery, they are committing it with women in their husband houses. Now everybody is coming out, even the culprits, or even the ones that are culpable, the ones that have the faults, the ones that practice this heel I saw. They also come out on Facebook, because keyboard is free for everybody. Social media is where you can even just anybody can come out and you say anything, because you have data, you have your phone, is your right. But the truth is, sometimes let's control what we say, even if it's our data we are using, even if it's our phone we are using, whatever we write out there, anybody that it concerns, that thing we have written has. So when we are writing, let's always be cautious if what we are writing is going to be positively impacting lives or negatively impacting lives. Okay? The talk about DNA is what we are going to talk about now. Is it really right to go for DNA paternity test? Please, my people online, I want to hear your view about it. If you're online, say something, and I'm going to be giving out free call vouchers to active followers, to active members here. If you participate actively, if you comment and give reasonable inputs, reasonable contribution, you stand the chance of winning her voucher. And I'm going to be giving to 20 people. Okay? So if you're online watching me, please, I want to hear your view about this. I want to hear your view about this. Why am I not getting the comment section on YouTube? I'm not getting the comment section here. What have I touched? Yeah, let me read your comments, please. Let me read your comments. DNA test, should it be encouraged in marriages? What's your take about it? What's your take about it? Let's hear what you have to say. What a wicked word. Deceit everywhere. Yes, deceit everywhere. That's it. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if there's a guy or a lady. Said, Happy New Year. Yeah. In a place where there is lack of trust, I think DNA test should be carried out for clarity purposes. That's right. Yeah. In a place where there is lack of trust, DNA is very, very necessary. Yeah, let me hear your comments. Let me read your comments, please. If you're online, let me read your comments. What's your take on this? Should DNA be encouraged? Should it be a yardstick to measure a woman's faithfulness? Because this question is broad. This question is broad, all right? It entails so many things. Should DNA be made a compulsory factor to measure a wife's fidelity in her home? Should DNA be encouraged to judge a woman's faithfulness to her husband? Should it be a way of life for the married people, for the married couples? Let me read your comment, please. Let me hear what you have to say. Should DNA be encouraged? That's if the husband or the wife doesn't trust each other. Okay, that's from Sister Yanu Oluwa, that DNA should be carried out if the husband or the wife don't trust themselves. Right. The question now is, should this be made mandatory? Should it be made a compulsory factor in marriages to decide a woman's fidelity, a woman's faithfulness to her marriage, to her holy matrimony? Should DNA be a compulsory thing for a man to trust his wife? Because I'm a mother, I'm a woman. If my husband calls me and tells me, hey, baby, for one reason or the other, what is happening in the world now, what we are saying is is um, is not what it used to be, and it's not like I say go for DNA to prove that I'm the real dad of these children or this child. Me as a woman, I'll really feel used. One, I'll feel used. I'll feel betrayed, and there might never be trust again. There might never be trust again. If my husband wakes up one day and tells me, baby, we are going for DNA to prove the paternity of the kids. That's the way I feel. But I don't know about other women. Because the way this thing is going now is like the men are going to be subjecting their wives and the kids for DNA test before they can warmly and heartily accept their wife as faithful. If we have to bring religion into this world, I would say religiously is even done, because with your faith is your DNA. So that's part of DNA. Be it Quran or Bible, your faith is your DNA. So I would say even religion, they practice DNA in the sense that if you practice the same faith with your husband, it's possible that your faith dictates to you that it must be like this, and because of that faith and your belief in your faith, it will help you not to go astray, and will help you build your hope and make your husband to trust and believe in you that yes, this my woman, she's faithful because we are Christians, because we are Muslims, so she's faithful. That's the religious side of it. But well, take religion out of it. We are not talking about Quran, we are not talking about the Bible. We are talking about practicality. We are talking about our day-to-day life activities. Should a man make it compulsory that the children will go for DNA test before he accepts that these are his true blood, these are his a bona fide children? I'm going to be reading your comments now. Okay, that's if the husband and the wife don't trust each other. Okay, that's the sister Olaya. And yes, Sister Yanoluwa also said, in marriage where there is no trust, I think DNA should be encouraged. Okay, that's in marriage where there is no trust, it should be encouraged. And Sister Gune says, seriously, the way things are going, it's kind of necessary when you start doubting your wives. But as a woman, I will definitely be offended personally. That is it. That is it. For real, it's going to affect you morally. It's going to affect the love somehow. It's going to affect the bond between you and your man, that this man is not trusting you enough. He wants you to go and prove scientifically that that the kids are his own. You are going to feel betrayed. Well, that is the life we are into. That is the life we are into. But the truth is, if you want to know my own contribution in this whole thing, with what I have seen, cases I have seen, what I have read, DNA is very, very, very necessary. Yes, DNA is very, very necessary. How you go about it now depends on if it's going to bring problem or not. How you go about it matters a lot. When a man just gets back from work one evening with, ugly face, frowning, giving attitude, then you just call your wife and you heard something outside, and tomorrow or next week, let's go for DNA test. You've caused problem in that your house. You've caused problem in that your home. The woman is not going to take it funny. It's not going to take it funny. So the manner in which you present it to your wife matters a lot. You have to be very, very diplomatic. I'm talking to the men now. If they are online, let them listen. If they are not online, whenever they get to see this broadcast, let them listen to it and borrow a leaf from it. The manner in which you present it to your wife matters a lot. Don't make it look like you are coming out, without your masculine ego that I'm the man. Whatever I say, whatever I do, it has to be like that, or however I want it. If you bring it that way, your woman is going to have problem with you. You are going to have problem with the woman. You have to make it maturely presented, that she too will reason that to be vindicated, my husband, I don't have problem. Yes, you are free. They are your kids. Go and prove it. If you trust yourself that yes, according to many people, that you don't have a leaking sock, no cockroach in your cupboard, you don't have any hidden thing. You just give it, go ahead. But the truth is, not everybody will take it lightly unless the man is very, very intelligent about it, very, very wise. Wisdom is profitable to direct. Excuse me. There are some things we do that would have come out rightly, but because wisdom is not applied, it backfires, it boomerangs, right? Now, going further to it, yes, I read what you wrote there, Sister Goodness. Let me see more comments. And if there's anything you want to ask, if there's any question you want to ask, please feel free to ask your questions. Let's interact. This is that's why I try to come out a bit early so people can. I don't know if there's work in Nigeria tomorrow. Tomorrow being Monday, it should be public holiday, being the first Monday of the year, because the New Year was on a weekend, Friday. After New Year, there's supposed to be one day holiday. So I don't know if there's public holiday in Nigeria tomorrow. So I really try to come out as early as possible so we can round up early and go back to our various family affairs. Okay, ask your questions. Then, using this case of this late man and his wife as a case study, some people are just out there condemning the woman, raining insults on her, calling her ugly names and all that. My brothers and my sisters, let's take it easy. Let's take it slowly. Let's analyze this thing and try to place some reality. Try to place some facts into it. There is no woman in her right senses that will leave the comfort zone of her home to go and fornicate outside. Quote me anywhere. Thank you, Mama. There is no woman that is not mentally derailed that will go out of her ways in a matrimonial home out of her matrimonial vows to go and commit adultery outside if everything is okay. Please, just a moment. Just a moment. I'm having this distraction here. Just a moment. Just a moment. Please, please, please. My husband, good evening. Happy Sunday. Please, I'm on live streaming now. Please, let me call you back when I'm done. I'm on live. You can join me on YouTube. Sorry about that, guys. That's my dear brother-in-law. So, what I'm saying, what are we saying? Before you condemn anybody, before you judge anybody, hey, put yourself in that person's shoes. If we have to use this guy and his family as a case study, the guy in question, let me show picture. The guy in question is not, he was not an old man before he died. Young, handsome, looking energetic man, right? He was not an old man. He was a young man. That's the victim here. The victim that died of heartbreak. A very young, handsome bobo. A very young and handsome bobo that in a normal thinking, every woman would want this kind of a guy as a husband. My YouTubers, a young man, handsome guy, right? Let me bring out more pictures. I have a reason of bringing out this picture. This is the guy with his wife. The late guy, Tunde of blessed memory, with his wife. Young guy, young lady. Right? These are young couple. They are young couple. Now the promiscuous agbaya. God forgive me for using that word, because the man is an agbaya. He's an old man. In the course of time, you guys will understand why I'm like laying emphasis on the picture of the young man and his story. This is an old man. He's an elderly man. This is an old man. He's an elderly man. With the look of it, without asking how old is he or how old is the other guy, we all know that this man is way, way, way older than the other guy, than the victim. This man is way older than the victim of this ugly predicament, of this ugly occurrence. This man is way older. Now, when I saw the man's picture, a thought came into me. I said, what could have led this woman, if it is true, because I have not read anything from the woman, from the lady in question. It's been purported that she is in USA. She has absconded to USA with her kids. What could have made this young woman left a handsome, young, vibrant, energetic man for this quarter to go man? This guy that is quarter to his grave. This man of his 60s, if not 70s, right? Okay, let's say 8 years ago when they started the I saw they did, this man could have still be around 50 something, and that guy will be 30s. If that guy is 40s now, he will be 30s or in his late 20s then. What must have made that woman, young lady, beautiful woman like this, looking at this girl? This is a girl. To me, she's a girl. To me, this is a girl. Looking at her, she's a very beautiful girl, beautiful lady. What must have prompted this woman, this lady, to go to leave her energetic man, young bobo, handsome man, and went for this quarter to grave old Agbaya man. Forgive me because I'm hot. Forgive me my native, my negative pronunciations here. Please forgive me. What must have prompted her to go for that old man? One, could it be money? Not money, because this lady was working in a bank. Her husband was working in the bank. According to what we read, her husband was working in Oceanic Bank. She was working with FCMB. They were both bankers. Okay, if it is not money, could it be class? Could it be corporate life? I mean, a banker. Looking at that man, you know that man did now. That man, an handsome guy. That young man, an handsome guy. Me, I like fine guys. We're handsome man. To the extent, as much as I like handsome guys, when I was with my husband and we are outside, if I see any handsome guy, I always commend. I will tell my husband, that guy looks handsome. Because if you see my husband, he's a cute man. So he will not be jealous because he knows that he himself, there's nothing that will make me to leave him and go for another handsome guy. But just for for fun, you commend another. When you see good thing, you talk about it, right? Now, you are married to an handsome man. The man is well positioned. He is working in the bank that every woman wants to go for. Before you work in a bank, you'll be learning, you'll be outspoken and all that. So it's not class. Could it be power? What power would have made a married man, a married woman, go out of her ways to go and sleep with an older man? Could it be money? Not money, because she doesn't look unkempt. She doesn't look malnourished. She doesn't look poor. She and her husband, they look so gorgeous, so elegant, classy. So before you people will come out and start raining insults, start condemning this woman, start raining abuses on this girl, you guys should tranquil, cool down. Take it easy, calm down. Try to know what happened, what must have caused it. I'm saying it because I've seen a case. My friends from the part of Europe where I based, if they are online now, they will understand where I want to take this message to. We've seen a case of a married couple. They came from another European country to come and stay with us where we were there. The wife came with pregnancy. You guys should open your ears and hear. Stop condemning only women. They are both involved in this thing. There is no way a woman that slept outside your home for 8 years, there is no way you will tell me you will not be aware, or you did not smell it, or nobody told you. This woman, this lady came from another European country with her husband, so to say, husband, with pregnancy. They had the first child. They had the second kid. Then the third one. Let me not go too deep so that I kind of protect their identity on her. Not knowing that it took us time. It took us time to know that this very man was not the biological father to any of the kids. He was not the biological father to any of the kids. 3 or 4 children. No one was his biological child. And guess what? This man was on the known. He knew about it. He was on the known. Before you people will open your mouth and start spewing rubbish, start spewing trash against women, try to always listen, watch, know what happened before you condemn, before you judge. If you want to make a comment, if you want to make a contribution, if you want to have any input, be neutral. Be neutral. Don't be one-sided, so that your own conscience will not judge you before the throne of grace. Before we say anything, let us be very, very mindful of that. The yardstick you use for one is coming back to you in many folds. So life is deep. Let's be very, very cautious. Out of 3 or 4 children, this man was not biological father to any. Why? Let me tell you guys. Not because he didn't want to be a biological father to any of the children. Not because the woman wanted to give him children that were not biologically his. Ask me why, please. I want to see. Let somebody ask me why. Let me know I have followers. I want to see. Ask me why. I will give you the answer right away. Ask me why. So that when we are judging people or we are commenting on other people's relationship, affairs, activities about life, we have to be careful so that we are not judged. Ask me why that man knew about it and it took them that long before what happened that I will also talk about now. Very deep, yes, very deep. Very deep. Now, little did we know that, because the speculation started little by little. This girl is like she's having extramarital affairs. It's like she's having extramarital affairs. It's like she's having, she's sleeping outside. She's dating someone else outside her marriage and all this. We were saying, no, it cannot be. This woman, this lady that we are always seeing with her husband, when you want to go to, when you see them in the shopping mall, they are together with their kids. Where in any party, they are together with their kids. You go to public places, they are always together with their kids. How can you people be speculating that she's having extramarital affairs? And as the guy complained out, we were asking such questions within ourselves. Yes, Sister Goodness, thank you for that question. I'm going to answer you now. What happened when the thing was now becoming too obvious that this lady was really having an affair outside her matrimonial home? Before the husband even cried out, they caught her red-handed. The source that even caught her red-handed was a source that there's no way they would have denied it. They brought the gist out. Hey, yeah, look at what they have seen. Abomination. This cannot happen. This cannot happen. This cannot happen. Then they called the husband's attention. The husband's response was what shocked everybody. It shocked everybody because through there we got to know that the man was even the one that orchestrated it for the wife to be sleeping outside, bring children home, so that his infertility condition will not be known publicly. You see, it was an agreement between the man and the woman. The man and the woman agreed, since their situation is like this, my dear, we need children so that nobody will know what is happening, so that family will not come and say you are barren, so that my friends will not think I cannot impregnate you, and so that people will not call you a barren woman. Anyhow you can do it. Anyhow you can do it. Children and children, we need children. That's how children started pumping in. Children started coming in. So initially, when the rumor was going on that this lady was promiscuous, she was committing adultery, the husband, knowing what was on ground, knowing the game, did not really take anybody seriously, because he knew, they said, it's you that wear your shoes that you know where it pinches you. People outside were helping this man to cry, and the man was carrying his cross. Till it proved for everybody to know that, this could be the reason this girl was doing. I'm not going to go into further details so that I don't bring people's life predicaments on her unnecessarily when it's unwarranted. The way I've spoken now, nobody can even say this is who, unless people that are close to us that knew what really happened then. You know, at the end of the day, the man made people to know that yes, he is aware, but what can he do? These are his children. As far as the woman is in his house, these are his children. So you that you are coming to condemn the woman, won't you shut up? Won't you zip up? Won't you just zip up and face your direction and be going? Let Onieru Berue, how do they say it in Yoruba? Yes, you zip up. Somebody that owns a saw on his leg said it's not paining him. You that you are looking at the person, you are saying, hey, this person will soon die now. Is it your saw? Cry your cry. Cry your cry. Is it your saw? What I'm saying is unfortunate that this man is already dead. We cannot hear from him. We cannot judge him. We cannot speak against him. There's something I wrote on my timeline earlier this morning. That before you as a man, we join fellow men to go and be shouting DNA test, DNA test. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. Think inwardly. Be sure. Be, if not 100% sure, be 95% sure that not until this your manhood is erecting that makes you a fertile man. No. Some manhood will stand like cassava, but cannot impregnate. I don't need to be a doctor to prove that to you. So not every man that you see that has erection, good erection, and can ejaculate, that has the right sperm count to fertilize a woman's ovary that will give children. That's why I wrote that thing. Before you join other men to be going to be shakaraing DNA test, uncle, Oga, watch yourself well. Yes, watch yourself well. First, go behind secretly. I'm getting somewhere. I will bring out an example why I wrote that thing. Go behind. Tell nobody. Let it be between you and your God and your doctor. Go and check yourself. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. Go and check yourself if it is true. You are hale and healthy enough to produce, to reproduce, to impregnate, so that you don't become a victim that is now the culprit. Because if after all the shakara, after dragging your wife with the children to go for DNA test, at the end of the day, out of 4 children, no one is your own. Maybe manageably, out of low sperm count, you were able to father one. Low sperm count at times, God will just have mercy on that person. Out of 1 million sperm, only one will manageably fertilize the egg. Out of 4 is only one that is your own. Go for DNA test behind your wife before you do shakara. Go and check you. Before the DNA test, go and prove yourself as yes. You are not having low sperm counts. You don't have any reason to say, if it happens that these are not my biological children, you can prove it that yes, you are man enough. Before you will have the mouth to accuse that woman. That was why I wrote that thing. Before you accuse your wife, if at all you now find out that the DNA has proven you not to be the biological father, before you still accuse that woman, fine, you can accuse her. Before you condemn her, after proving that you are not the father, you are not the biological dad, before you condemn her uncle, go for test. Go for test because you don't know. She may have just tried to cover your so that people will not know. Now you want to come and bring out her own bad side when she has covered you up. You want to bring out her own bad side for people to start mocking her. Is you the really call come to? Because at the end of the day, any woman that is so treated will come out and spell it out to the whole world that are you even man enough? Go and check yourself. Then that's the way she dey cover for you. It will now be very, very we the random bloggers, because I'm one of them, but we are random bloggers, nobody send us. We will now have case to bring to the table. Let people see it on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. You will now become our topic because you did not use okpolo, you did not use wisdom. You use gra gra gra. Timaya say gra gra gra, no dey pay o, and no dey do gra gra. Don't do gra 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 for your wife till you have gone to a doctor's place to ascertain that yes, you don't have low sperm counts. You are man enough, you are healthy enough to impregnate. So your wife has no reason. If our hormones are balanced, she has everything intact within her, she has no reason whatsoever to go outside her matrimonial vows, to go and bring unwanted children, to go and raise, let me not use negative word because a child is a child, whether out of wedlock or within the vows of marriage. To go and bring unwanted children for you, you have to check yourself. Why I brought up this on my timeline this morning was, I have lots and lots of stories I have posted on my that's most of my platforms, both on Mamalet and the other groups I manage. I have stories. I've read about so many things, and there is this very one that came up. It's been on here for over 2 years. Last year again, it came up again. I think the man was a pastor. This man being a pastor, before he became a pastor, see why some women will also go out of their ways. I'm not going to be here to sit down because I need likes, because I need accolades, because I don't want people to call me a bad person or a bad motivational speaker. I'll now come and be telling you the other side of the story. I'm going to tell it out to you the way it is. You now use your wisdom. You now use your own way of understanding to dilute to understand my message and assimilate the good ones you want. The ones you don't like, put it out to the trash. This guy was a pastor in the church. Before he became a pastor, he was in the world. Now he had an accident. The accident so affected him that this is true life story. What happened? The accident so affected him that it rendered him impotent. The post I made on my timeline this morning, I used 2 words there. People will not understand. That's why when I'm writing, it's different from when I'm expressing myself, because you will understand better when I'm speaking it out. I used 2 terminologies there: impotency and fertility. Many people, they will not understand. The man has been rendered impotent. No sperm count there because of the accident. He went through the treatment, he got healed, he was okay, physically fit, but down below, the testes, nothing can form there again. He was impotent. But he was not rendered useless as in having no erection. His manhood still functions, still stand gidigba like I. So with that, he kept the secret within him. He kept it within him. He got out of his waywardness. I can't remember if it is if it was because of his waywardness or just the accident that led, what actually led to the accident. Because this story I'm giving out now is over 2 years. It's been on Facebook. If I go down my forum, I'll still be able to fetch it out, and I will repost it again afresh. Now this man became a Christian, became born again according to the word, and got married. You see how men can be devilish and wicked. Sometimes when women are treating you guys, not because that woman was born wicked, is the coin you threw at her, she's giving you back in double. Because anything you give a woman back, she multiplies it and gives you double, triple, quadruple of it. Then you say, women, I'm not talking because I'm a woman, because me, I'm not a feminist. No, I'm not a feminist. When a woman is not being a woman, I tell you, I'm not being a woman. I'm not perfect. I have my own defects. But the truth is, I will always stand on the truth. No, you know me for that. Now, this man got this woman in the church, very good Christian and all that. Hey, all this SU. When you see all these people, they wear this one where I wear, they put earring in, they do all this one. You think they are the Mary on earth, but go inside our hearts. That's when you will know who actually has the fear of God and who has respect, who has dignity as a human being, who has virtues as a normal woman should have. Clean SU. Yes. God bless you. God bless you, sister. God bless you, brother. Set up. They blessed themselves and they got married. Got married. First year, this man did not disclose his health, his medical status to this woman, because his cassava is still active, very, very active. The erection is there, nothing satisfies the woman very well. So they were not suspecting anything. 6 months, first year, no pregnancy. And this sister now, she's not the type that lived a rough life. SU. Second year, before it will get to that second year, trust us now, Nigerian family setup. The mother-in-law must have been bombarding her one side. The little cousins-in-law, the little girls, the young boys in the family must have been bombarding her with backlash, with some negative things that will even cause depression for the woman. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, no issue. I don't know how come, as SU sister, born again, whoever advised her to try another man outside, because she is a young lady. She didn't do any rough riding during her spinsterhood, so she believes she's okay, she's healthy. She has been to the hospital. The doctor gave her the medical report that her hormones, everything balanced, she's okay. Out of curiosity and anxiety, yes, any woman that has stayed in marriage 6 months, 1 year, naturally anxiety will creep in. You can't avoid it. 6 months, 1 year, no pregnancy. From that 10th month to 1 year, no pregnancy. Anxiety will naturally creep in. You have to be managing it. Not to talk of 4 years. Fine. What this woman did, they didn't write who advised her. She now went outside. Tried it. First one, she got pregnant. She did not say anything to the husband. The husband now found out that his wife is pregnant. She broke the news to the man, because definitely, as far as she got pregnant from outside, she has known that the fault now is from the husband, and he did not disclose it to her. She now said, "Oh, okay, we have to be diplomatic, or we have to use the wisdom of God." Since the man did not disclose his ailment to her, he has made her subject of ridicule, because at the end of it, we the women, we are always the ones at the receiving end. Even myself, that I had 2 children. After my daughter when it got to certain year and I did not bring forth another baby, my in-laws used it against me. What are we? Because my first son is late, so it's only my baby girl that was now with me. God bless my son of blessed memory. They used it against me. Not that I'm a barren, no. Very, very fertile woman, no. Who see me go know say I dey fertile now. Not that I was a barren. I've made a boy in this family. I've made a girl in this family. They still use it against me. That why is my daughter not having junior by now? You now imagine how I would be feeling that point in time that it's not like I've not had baby. I've made boy, I've made girl. But along the line, we had issues that caused a breakup. And within the time of our separation, there's no way I'll go and hit my belly on the electric pole and be pregnant when my husband wasn't there. They still used it against me. Not to talk of a woman that has entered into a new home, a new relationship, new marriage after 6 months, 9 months, 10 months, 1 year, no pregnancy. The in-laws will be on her. So from there, she now knew that, okay, this problem wasn't coming from her. It was very fertile, my sister, very fertile, to the glory of God. Even now, as I'm as old as I am, if I still want now, I will still get them by His grace, to His glory, So she went out to get pregnant. The first one, the husband saw it. He was surprised. His wife is pregnant. How come? And his wife is a faithful wife. He can swear with his life. Very faithful woman. Could it be that God has performed miracle in his life? That was the man's thought because he wrote it there. He's the man that even wrote this thing, not the woman. He's the man that wrote this thing. Could it be that God has performed miracle in his life? That the accident he had, he has been healed, he has been cured, he can now reproduce, impregnate his wife. He didn't raise alarm. He went behind her, still not telling her nothing. He went and did another test, fertility test. Unfortunately, it was still the same old story. 0 sperm count. There's no way he can father a child unless through adoption or surrogacy, which they were not doing. The wife was pregnant. So within him, he now knew that his wife was committing adultery. Where am I going to? Still, the guy did not call his wife to order. He did not call the wife to attention. He kept it within him because he now knew that even if the wife is not aware that he is impotent, the wife is cheating on him and the wife thinks he doesn't know. You see what the man said? That the wife thinks he doesn't know she's cheating on him. I was looking at this write-up. I was like, how could this man be this naive? Yes. Before your wife will go out, after 4 years of marriage, before your wife will go out to go and carry belle will not be your own, to go and bring pregnancy from outside to come and view and she told you that she's pregnant. Don't you know that she has caught you in your game? Own up, man. Call her. My dear, come, let's sit down, let's talk. This is our life. So many things involved to make a marriage work. It's not just by mouth, it's not just by money. It's not just by buying sweet things or fighting. No. So many things are involved, so many spices are involved. So when you see a man and woman celebrating 40 years in marriage, if they tell you what they have togetherly, what they have unitedly fronted, if they should tell you what they have taken, the sacrifices, the pains they have both endured, If you are not strong enough, you will not be able to. It's secrets. They have covered up for each other. If you are not strong enough, you will not be able to handle it. Marriage is not for babies. A child of 20 years could be successful in marriage, where a grown-up of 45 years could be a failure in marriage. It is not by our power nor by our minds. It is by the grace of God marriages are functioning. It is by the grace of God marriages are working. Because if you are saying by patience, patience has a limit. There is a limit to human perseverance. When it gets to the extreme, he or she collapses. That's what happened to that man that died on its own, right? So it is the grace we should all be asking for. That's why when you go to my WhatsApp number, instead of me to put my name there, for years now, what is there is grace is sufficient for me. Anything I do is not by my power. No. Whatever I do is not by my power. It's not by my intelligence. It's not by my knowledge. It's not by my smartness. It's not by my knowing how to do it. It is by the grace of God. It is by the grace of God. Let us always ask for His grace. I'm not a pastor. I'm not preaching here, please. Let us always ask for His grace. This has worked for me personally. Grace of God has worked tremendously for me in my life. That when I look back, I have cause to glorify I have cause to glorify the God that is in my life. This man, instead of him to have called the wife to trash on that first issue, that very first child, he should have called the wife and say, my dear, on a very friendly, come, let's talk. We are family. Men, if you are there, listen, this is how you should handle such cases. In case, even if it's not you directly, if you see, oh, it's happening to, if you must, unless you are invited. If you are not invited, let them be. But if you must contribute, try to be very, very logical, be very, very diplomatic, be neutral as you stand on the truth. Don't be one-sided. Let the truth prevail. It's only the truth that can heal. The truth hurts you. You see this truth we are talking about, it hurts you, but it will heal you than this it. When the man refused to call the man, that's where the whole thing went astray. He did not call her to say, my dear, you are pregnant. To the glory of God, we are pregnant, we are happy. But how come? How come you are pregnant? Because you know you cannot, you have gone for another test, different tests. You cannot father a child. Call her, sit her down. My dear, tell me, I'm your husband, nobody is here. How come you are pregnant? Who gave you? Then you now hear the woman. They should now ask you, my darling husband, are you not my husband? Are you not my husband? Are you not sleeping with me? Don't we sleep together as man and wife? Then when she's playing smart, you will now be left with no option to come out and bear the truth to her, because you must have known that before she will go out and get pregnant and get impregnated by another man under your roof, she must have known one or two things about you, You come out, and my dear, you tell no, leave this one. You are this is where we are going to have problem. Now, okay, forgive me. Go on your knees. Forgive me, my dear. I lied to you. I deceived you. Because you deceived her into marriage. You know you cannot father a child. You cannot. That is not your making. It's human, or maybe it's fate. As fate will have it, is what life threw at you. You make the best of it. Okay, my dear, it has happened like this. Please forgive me. I know I deceived you. I deceived you into this marriage. You see the woman, she will do like this. She won't say a word. Yes. She will do like this and be looking at you. My dear, I deceived you into this marriage. I had problem when I was young, this. But I didn't want to tell you so that I will not lose you, so that people will not know. That's why, my dear, can you forgive me? First, ask for, she has hurt you, she has offended you. First, that's a wise man. first ask for her own forgiveness because you deceived her against her will. It was not with her consent you married her with your status. If you had told her, let me tell you the things women can do, what we women can do, we like truth. If you had told her, my dear, I know we are in love, we are engaged, getting to marry, but I will not want you to go this journey with me without letting you know the true situation of things so that you decide, this is my predicament, this is my fate in life, this is what happened to me. Believe in me, that woman, she will not leave you if she truly loves you. That is not because of flamboyancy, not because of materialism. She came for you. It's from her heart she accepted you. Men, if you are hearing me, that woman will not leave you. We women will love truth. She will not leave you. She will stand what may. It will now be between the two of you. And she will never use it against you. If she leaves you, let her go. She was never meant to be your wife. She won't leave. The only thing she will tell you, you will bring your heads together. My dear, I love you. Is in Africa, we take this marriage of a thing that is a do or die, we must have children. It's Africanism. That's African way of family setting. In the advanced world, I'm not against that. In the advanced world, a relationship is not based on fertility of the couple. A union is not based on, we know biblically, religiously, fruit of marriage is what we all pray for. That is where most problems are coming from in marriages, because everything is centered on we are coming together to make babies. It's not centered on we love ourselves. It's not centered on I am you, you are me. We are both each other. Whatever we see in life, we take it. So you see this love we are talking about, there is no love there. Is convenience, is selfishness, is based on what I'm going there to get. The minute you start tormenting a woman that because she did not get pregnant for you, she's not a woman, that is the day the foundation of that marriage got broken. That is the day the foundation of that marriage got faulted, because you are not taking her to be yourself. You are not taking him because he could not impregnate you to be yourself. You are using it against him because he's impotent, because he's infertile. Now there's problem in the marriage because it was centered on what you are gaining from it. Children, child making. That is why it's good to talk when you are in a relationship. It's good to talk. I'm talking like this because I'm in the advanced world. Perhaps if I had been in Nigeria, or maybe because I'm a mother, maybe if God forbid, if I was not fertile enough to reproduce another living, perhaps I would have been thinking differently. Or if I had remained in Nigeria without coming to know how other folks think and do things about life, perhaps I would have been thinking likewise. But the truth is, if you are mixed with other people, see how they emulate and they embrace themselves, see how they practice this thing we call love. You will know that you using against infertility against your spouse, you using infertility against your spouse, you are not worthy of that marriage. You are not worthy of that relationship, because the sacrifice your spouse is making for you is lasso, is ordinary, is filth. You are not worthy of it. Any man or any woman that will use infertility against their spouse, they are not worthy of that relationship. That's where you will see a man and woman. That's where there is love. A man and woman that will stick together, come rain, come shine. If they are making 20 children, they are there together. If they are making one child, they are there together. If they are not making any baby, if no baby is coming, they are there together. You will see them, they will never leave each other. They are the real lovers we have in this world. They love themselves naturally. They understand that it is not by might nor by power, it is by the will and grace of God. If God has not apportioned it, you cannot have it, not even science will give you. Many people, out of desperation, out of want, they have gone for IVF, they have gone for implantation and all that to have children. It also takes the grace of God for it to work. So let's always put everything before God. This man did not do that. He did not call the wife to talk over it, to talk it over. He accepted the pregnancy. He was very, very happy. And thank you, Madam Iyanu Oluwa. Thank you, Sister Goodness. He was playing along. He played along. The woman did not disclose anything. He did not disclose anything. They were now in fool's paradise. Both of them were in fool's paradise, deceiving themselves under the same roof, still carrying Bible every Sunday or every service of the church. You see them going to church. They were there. They made the first baby. It's possible the woman will still wait for some time, maybe a year or two, still doing the man and woman thing with her husband. Maybe it will still form. It did not form. Second time, she went outside again to go and bring the second baby. Second pregnancy, the man did not talk. That one passed. Third pregnancy, the man did not talk. They were now having 3 children. It was on the fourth pregnancy, this man now came out to online counselors like myself to counsel him. He wrote and said, please, we should advise him. What should he do? Look at what happened. He has been impotent for some time. And since he married, doctors have told him he cannot father any child. But the truth is, he married his wife in the church. He did not disclose to her his medical status, and they married. But after some years, I think it was 4 years or 6 years into it, he saw that the wife was pregnant. He went to do tests. They still told him he cannot father any child. If the wife is pregnant, it means she's doing it outside. This is the fourth one, and the fourth pregnancy on the way coming. And the man has still not told the wife that he is impotent, so that they trash their dirty linen and iron it very well inside. It's now the man is coming out to ask, to seek for counseling. What should he do? What should he do? That the way he's saying, the way he's looking at the woman, he feels like running away from the home, or committing, that's killing all the children, kill the woman and kill himself, or just send them away from his house because he's taking care of children that are not biologically his. What should he do? Please, my people watching me, what do you think is the best counsel for this kind of man? Please say something. What is the best way to advise this kind of man? Please say something. Not the first one, not the second one, not the third one, the fourth pregnancy, and you know none of these babies is yours. None of them. You waited till the fourth pregnancy before you now feel like you don't feel free. You are taking care of another man's children in your house, but your wife thinks you don't know that she's cheating. When you yourself, you know you are not. Sorry, I don't want to add to your insult, to your injury. You know you cannot make her a woman. You know. Now she went out to bring. You are now angry after that's on the fourth child. You are now angry that she's taking you for a fool. You feel like killing her or killing yourself or sending her away with the children. What should be the best advice for this kind of man? Well, what that man should do, what the man should do, practically, not because of what people will say, practically what such man should do is to own up to the woman. My dear, thank you for covering my shame, because the woman helped you. It's true. She helped you. She helped you. She covered it. Unless you want to bring out yourself. Do you want her to shout out? You want her to cry out that you are impotent? Do you want her to come and tell the whole world that these 4 children, the 3 children, the 4th one is coming, no one is your own, that you cannot impregnate a woman? Is that what you want? You wouldn't want that. There is no need for you to go and kill yourself. This woman, she sinned against God. She sinned against her marriage, not deliberately. Not deliberately. I'm not justifying it. But the truth is, you pushed her into doing it because you deceived her into marriage. And who knows, the denomination of church she worships, they might be against separation or divorce in the marriage. If it is Lord's chosen or deeper life, you can't divorce, so you'll be there. Who knows if that's the denomination of church you guys belong to? That instead of her to walk away from the marriage and bring the shame on you, she went out of her ways. She sinned against God to go and fornicate, to go and commit adultery with another man. Is a sin. But you pushed her into it. And who knows? The way we reason is not the way God reasons. Nobody knows how God is going to judge such situation, because she was pushed to the wall and she had to fight back to gain and stand in life again. Now you want to, Abi, my sister has no choice than to face his fate. Now he is the one pulling out his leg, trying to paint the woman black and all that. There's no woman that will say, okay, fine, she did well to go outside and bring another man's child for you as your children. But did you play the role of a good man? That is where the question lies. Did you play the role of a good husband? One, after deceiving her into marriage. If it's a personal decision for her that, okay, I love this man, I don't want her to go, I will marry you the way you are. Let us look for ways out to have children. If we so care for children. It's not all marriages that they want children. White people here, not all of them, believe you me, not all of them, they will take their cats and their dogs to be their children. When they die, they will their properties for their cats and their dogs. God is not our portion. Me, I'm not going to do a borish that one. You understand? A child is a child. We are blessed with the fruit of our life. Our children, they are the fruits of our life. But the truth is, did you play the role of a good husband? You deceived her. Now that she has tackled you, your tricks have boomerang on you. You now want to use it against her. No. You use the okpolo, she too, she used the okpolo. You guys should come together and see how you can manage yourselves. Unless you want her to go with her children. Because now she was smart. Yes. Cunningly smart. She was smart unless you want her to go with her children. The children are her own. She's got nothing to lose. You, the man, you are the one losing everything if you cry out. Yes. Let's face the reality. If you want to call her a promiscuous wife, you want to call her an unfaithful wife, you want to call her an adulterous wife, she has humbly and disgracefully opened up to another man so that they will not call her barren from your own mistake, from your own mischief, from your own wicked deceit. She has taken the pains, the humiliation. If you know what it is for a woman that is married to go and spread her legs for another man, there is nothing humiliating than that. She has taken that humiliation to bring children into the family. Now you want to bring her out and spread. She did not announce to the world that you are impotent. She did not announce to the world that you are impotent. She covered for you. covered that shame, swallowed her dignity, but just to make sure that she doesn't end up losing in both ways, losing marriage and losing children. She went to bring children from other people. Now you want to spread her out. When she will blow your trumpet, if not me, CNN say Bukhari. It's a fact. When she will blow, if you try it to go and bring her out that she's promiscuous, there, she will open you up. The end of it is you that will now go to Third Mainland Bridge and jump inside the lake, because no man wants the world to know that is important. Women can face the world with cases of barrenness. They still believe in God. They will look for other children and all that to take care of. But man, there's nothing that kills a man more than letting the world know that he's important. No man takes it. Instead, he will just take his life and go. Right? So that's that. That is the case study I'm using to analyze this man's case, this man's dilemma, because it's a dilemma, he died in it. Is the case study I'm using to analyze the woman that absconded with her 2 children. Is the situation I'm using as a study to analyze her case, because we don't know what happened. 8 good years, 2 children, no one is. The woman was with you at home. She did not go out to stay with the man. She did not go out to stay with the MD. She was home with you, right? She did not go. You were sleeping with her. Then the two offspring from the relationship, why it lasts, none of them is yours biologically. Let's think about it. Let's think about it. You are the young one here. You are the vibrant one here. Your woman she's young too. She's having a very lucrative job. You were not lacking anything financially. Then she now left you for an older man under your roof, making 2 babies with the older man. Something is not adding up somewhere. So let's stop where whatever it is that made her to go and be sleeping with that old man is between her and her God. Let her face her judgment. I'm not here to sing her praises. I'm not here to condemn her. I'm not here to discriminate against her or against the man. In marriages, if you guys know what women, mostly women, I'm not talking because I'm a woman, I'm talking because out of experience and what I have seen out there. If you guys know what women are patching up, covering up, hiding to maintain one marriage, if you know what women that are married to same husband, you see they are married, she has been there for 30 years, she has been there for 40 years. If she opens up to you to let you know the can't warm, she's sitting down on top. If you put stone on fire and put it on that thing she's sitting down on, that stone will be boiled like egg. Take it or leave it. Women are absorbing a lot. Women are absorbing a lot. Enough of this brouhaha from men condemning women at every little mistake, any little error, any little negative news. When men are out there condemning women, what women are going through. You guys, if you take one and share it into 1,000. If we give you one part of it, 1,000th part of it, is how this man died, many of you will just go, because you don't have the heart to take it, to chest what women are taking. Then you come and you want to condemn women, because mostly Nigerian women, they can bear and persevere. It's very, very good to bear and persevere in marriages. But when you see that it's not healthy enough, when it's detrimental to your health, my sister, please give a gap, give a distance, so that you stay alive to take care of your children, you stay alive to talk about it, you stay alive to tell your stories. When you see that you are trying, you are persevering, the man is not encouraging you, is not doing anything to put smile on you, or to even accept, appreciate your efforts. Instead, he's batching you, he's beating you, he's using all emotional torture against you and making you to look like yesterday or making you to look like 2 years ago. My sister, give yourself a breathing space and stay alive. Let no man use you as rag again. Persevering in marriage doesn't mean that you have to die untimely. Sometimes it's good you give a gap, you give distance, healthy distance, to make the woman to make you get yourself, think well, think if it's what you should continue with, if it's worth the sacrifice, if it's worth your time, before you decide if you are going back there or you go for good and stay alive. I'm alive today talking my story. I'm talking about my story. It gives me joy because I'm alive. When I left Nigeria to come to Europe, I was at the verge of committing suicide. Yes. When I left Nigeria in 1999, coming to Europe, before I left, I was at the verge of committing suicide. One thing held me back. Only one thing held me back. That was my daughter. I said, okay, I'm going through this. This is happening. This is happening. If I now kill myself, if I now take my life, who is going to take care of this, my beautiful daughter, for me? Who? I will cry and cry and cry and cry and cry and cry. If you see me, I will so shrink like somebody with AIDS. If I still see that picture, one day I will fly it on air. In midst of, there is money, there is food, but I was drying up because I was going through tormentation. I was going through brutality. Serious. Uncalled for. Today I'm alive, talking about my story because I chose to live. I wanted to die, but I chose to live. I said, no, if I die, who's going to take care of my baby for me? Let me live. I will live. I will live. I chose to live my life than to die because of marriage. One, another woman will still come in and take care of the child and maltreat the child and all that. I said, no, I will not die. Let me live. So please, it's not every time somebody will have to be blaming this, blaming when you don't know their journey, you don't know their story. You don't know their story. Like the other one I cited an example with. If not that later on we heard that this is this man's predicament, everybody was asked to blame the girl, the lady. That how can you be fornicating on your man? How can you be committing adultery in your marriage? It's not right. But when people got to know that this man on they function, they work. The thing said to they move, they when you kaka before Lord have mercy. Before people now gave their distance and allowed them to carry their bukata. Because everybody has his own bukata. They now left them. The man thing, it's not like that. So this guy is just covering up for him. You people should leave them alone. If the man is not crying, why are you crying for them? Leave them alone. This is just the case now. If not that this man died. This man died because if you look at even the news flying on cyberspace, the news flying on all social media, whatever now, is that since 2017, this lady relocated to US. It's not even like she relocated. She went to US on a visit with her kids. For you to know that they were financially okay. To leave Nigeria to visit Cotonou is not beans. Not to talk of you are capable enough to leave Nigeria and go to US with your 2 kids on vacation. It's not. I mean, they were financially okay. They were economically okay. Before a lady that has built her marriage to that level, because the lady is young, the guy is young. Before a lady that has built her marriage to that level will now go out of our way or our ways to do such, then absconded to US with her children on a visit, you know that it's not the way we are saying it. It's really showing, or it's not the way we are seeing it. That is in the reality with them, is in the practicality with them. Right? Let's always endeavor to weigh stuffs that we hear, to strike a balance. Could it be this? Could it be this? You don't condemn this for this, don't condemn this for this, because you are not in their shoes. She went out of her matrimony to go and make babies outside. What prompted that? What caused it? She's married to a young and vibrant man, a corporate guy, a classic guy with kudi. What prompted her? What moved her? Is it straight? Is it blackmail? The MD, because the only person I don't see that is stupid in this whole thing, pardon my language, is that MD. Is that MD. If he's a younger man now, we will even say, okay, maybe this younger man, young blood is young blood, is better the husband. But this quarter to the grave man, Arugbo Agbaya, to the grave man. Who knows if that man has been blackmailing this woman? Who knows? What happened 2017 is now what killed this man. A few days to end of 2020. What happened? She is not this December we heard this, she went to US. It's 2017 she went to US on a visit. According to the story we read, when her time of vacation was over, she was still pending there, lingering, not wanting to come back. The husband now called. It's time. These kids will have to go to the school. What are you guys still doing over there in the US? Come back home. Not like she just carried phone and told him, Tunde, àwọn ọmọ yẹn kò ṣe tì í, ọbí kò ṣe tì í. No. She stayed there, outstayed her visit, outstayed their vacation. Already she had her plans before she went there. It was while she was there, after the vacation, they said she is sick for asylum. She has integrated into the system. When the husband was now pestering her that they should return, before she opened up and disclosed to him that, sorry dear Tunde, àwọn ọmọ yẹn, they are not for you. You are not the biological father of those kids. But what prompted that? This is a young man. This is a young man. If he's an old man now, a pauper, somebody, a jobless guy, a riffraff, he will say it's because of money she went outside. But this is a vibrant young man. So the answer to this whole puzzle is going to be with that old man and this lady. Let's hear from them first before we condemn anyone. Whatever transpired between that man and that lady, it will come out to the open. Even if Tunde, as I know that Tunde is dead, we will still find out what caused it. We will find out what caused it, because everybody is holding this woman to be the culprit here, but I think she's the victim here. She was used. She's the victim here. It's not easy for a married woman to go outside her matrimony and start making babies. Unless, even if she's a nymphomaniac, the man would have known that this woman sexually, she's not satisfied. She's not always satisfied sexually. So that will be a problem. But in as much as she wasn't a nympho, it's the babies she made while with him at all that they are not the biological children to this man. Something is wrong somewhere. So that's where I will call it a night. That brings us to the end of this topic. Let's always be very, very careful when we are judging people. We shouldn't in any way take sides in the affairs we don't know the in total, we don't know the origin, we don't know the cause, the forces behind. So many things are happening. Back here in the Western world, we can even say ordinarily things are happening. But back there in the black world, in Africa, in Nigeria, things happen spiritually. Things happen. So we are online, we are on social media, let us not judge people. Things happen spiritually. Yes. They may have been manipulated. The man may have been used against the wife. The wife may have been manipulated against the husband. Even the MD may have been manipulated against the woman. You will be surprised. He's one kurukere old witch that is just behind one corner, manipulating lives of vibrant people that would have become stars, spoiling their destiny, truncating their destiny in life. It's possible. So when we are judging, we should, excuse me, when we are talking about others, let's always use ourselves. Like, if I'm in this position, how will I feel? How could this have been? What would I do? Than for you to condemn people behind them when you were not even called, you were not invited to come and be their mouthpiece. You will not be the one to be judging. And like what one man said, one guy wrote on my timeline. If that be the case, let the man carry his cross if he's impotent. She should walk out. You think it's everybody that wants to walk out in their marriages? No, it's not everybody that wants to walk out in his or her marriage like that. It's not easy for people to walk out. It's not everybody that has that boldness, that has the courage to walk out of, should it be abusive marriage or a marriage that is shortcoming. It's not everybody that has the boldness to do it. One, stigmatization is part of it, because anybody that is not married is seen as not responsible. Anybody that is not under a woman, that is not having one wife, is not seen as responsible. Any woman that is not under a man's roof is not seen as responsible. Because of that, people will be in that marriage. They will prefer to do all rubbish there than for them to take a walk, a healthy walk, and live a better life. They will be there, dying in silence. So if she's not the type that can really walk out boldly, that can get up and take a decision that, okay, I found out this thing about this marriage, I cannot cope, it's not what I can live with the rest of my life. Instead of me to go and live with stigma, let me be here. Excuse me. Let me be here and make the best of it. Then she will start making her own plans, how to do this, how to do this. Before you know it, the family is already scattered. Satan has entered into the home. He has caused so many havocs, and at the end of it, the children are they are the ones that are the receiving end, and the woman as well. So that's just it, my people. Let's not always judge from distance, because if you know what people are going through in this life, you will not judge anyone. Not until you have reason to. You will not judge anyone. Your willpower is not mine. My boldness is not yours. Your courageous attitude is different from what I can chest, what I can humbly take, or the way I can come out of a situation with determination, with boldness, is different from how another woman in similar situation will handle it, because we are built and configured differently. God built us and gave us different shock absorber. What you can absorb is not what I can absorb. Some women, they can absorb that their husbands will marry 2 or 3 wives with them at home. They don't care. Some women, they cannot even bear the sight of seeing their husband with a girl, making call, interacting, not to talk of having you in the same house with them. Some women can bear the shame, the disgusting finding that their husband is sleeping with their friends. Some women can bear it. They can bottle it. Some cannot take it. With difference. Some can even bear the agony of knowing that her husband is sleeping with her own daughter. Some women are taking it. I'm on social network. I read stories. I've treated cases like this uncountable times. Women crying out to me, oh, their house help, their husband is sleeping with with her house help, the husband is sleeping with her stepdaughter, the husband is sleeping with his own child. We've seen all these things. We've seen all these things. Some women are still there taking it. And if such woman will walk out now, it's men that will say, she not feel even women or women like herself will say, what has the eye not seen? It rains everywhere. What has the eye not seen? Because she was able to take her own rubbish, she expects another woman to take that kind of forbidden, that's abominable act of your husband sleeping with his own daughter. She will expect you to also take it. Then if you walk out of your own home and go to a safer place, a safer having to have your mind intact again, so you don't run insane, they will now term you to be the impatient when you are not patient, or they will now term you to be, yeah, you cannot own your home. It's not what you can bear, she can bear. You can bear for your husband to be drinking and coming home every day, every night without raising eyebrow. Another person might not be able to take even the stench alone. Is repulsive. She might not be able to take it. She will feel nausea all the time. She wants to throw up because it's not her way. But you have a resistance, eh? You have a immunization against bad smell. You can take it. Don't blame another woman if she doesn't take it. So you guys going out there to just start condemning people from distance, please desist from it. There is nothing that accuse a depressed human being than stigmatization. When you stigmatize people, there is no amount of money that will make them happy again. It's only love. When you see people in some desperate situations, the only way to help them, love them, correct them as much as you can. Correct them as much as you can. If you cannot correct them, but don't judge them, don't condemn them. When you condemn a living being, even if that person is at fault, when you condemn a living being, you have really condemned and killed him alive. When you see that he feels remorse about, not somebody that is wicked. We are not talking about wicked people here. We are not talking about those that are wicked, naturally born wicked humans. No. These are different things. When someone does something and he feels remorseful of it, let's go. Correct if you can correct. Don't use it to be hurting that person. Don't use it as a bait. Whenever he or she does this, you want to remind. Whenever he or she does that, you use it to sing. Use it to sing. After some time, let it die out, so that the person will not be living in the past, living in the present, ready to correct whatever mistake or shortcoming that has happened and forge ahead. You know? So God bless you guys for being there. Yeah, I still see my very lady, Madam Yano Oluwa. I see Sister Ake Oluwa. You are just joining. You're welcome. Welcome. Yeah, welcome. Happy New Year once again to everybody, and I wish us the very best of this year, 2021. I wish us the very best of this year, 2021, in all we do. Let His grace be sufficient for us. Let God be our guide. Let Him be our lead. Let Him be at the forefront. Let Him be behind us. Let Him guide our steps this 2021 to His glory, so that whatever it is that is our shortcoming from the years past, we will not keep repeating the same mistakes on and on. Let God guide us in all we do. In Jesus' name. Thank you for being there. I've really seen the comments of just two of my members. I will inbox you, don't worry. Let me not call out name. I will inbox you, just two of you. I will inbox you. Let me see if there are three. I will go through the comments again and see if they are up to three. Because, okay, yeah. I will inbox you after I go through the comments and see those people I need to send the call cards to. If you are still online, you want to receive a call voucher from me, I will send you a call voucher. Say hi, say something good, contribute to this topic, and see if I inbox you for a call voucher. Nigerian Hair Time, Nigerian Network, So, excuse me, that's it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I thank you guys, all you guys that are already there. I thank you so much. I thank you. Under a week under 10 days, I know the number of subscribers I have on YouTube, and it's marvelous. It's awesome. I thank you. I thank you. Subscribe, share the link. My YouTube channel is Checkmate Hub. Checkmate Hub. You see it's there. Checkmate Hub. So many things are lined up this year to take place there. Believe me, it's going to be fun being in that channel. It's going to be fun being part of it, because we are going to be talking, doing a lot of activities, and reaching out to those in Nigeria, reaching out to children in hospital, paying school fees, trying to see how we can set up some ladies that are struggling, petty trades, till we are able to come up with something bigger. We are going to be starting, gradually, little by little. So please share the link. Go to YouTube channel. I'll also send the link on my timeline and the Facebook page. Follow our page on Facebook. Checkmate Hub Annex is our page on Facebook. Follow it. Lots of goodies there. YouTube Checkmate Hub YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, click on the notification bell, so you're always notified each time I come on live or I upload videos and other articles there. God bless you all. Happy New Year once again. Have a good night's sleep and shalom. Let me play music as we call it a night. If there's anything you want to ask, if there's any question, please forward it. Let me answer you. Let me play Ebenezer Obey. Oh, yeah. Any question? Anything you want to know? Anything you want to find out? You want to ask? Thank you for the likes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you too. Thank you. God bless you. Please, it's the beginning of the year. Stay positive. Be active in whatever you are doing. Don't stay idle. 2020 has been a year of so many challenges and all that. Let's make the better part of this year, 2021, a very good one. As we are beginning now, let every hands be on deck, Let every hand be on deck. Whatever you are doing, do it to the best of your capability. Don't stay idle. Whatever you are doing, do it to the best of your capability, okay? I wrote something on my timeline yesterday. It takes results to cancel insults. Whatever you do is what will speak for you, is what will make you to look back and be happy. So let's be active this year, 2021, okay? God bless you all. Let's enjoy ourselves with this music. I'm old school, so I like her live music a lot. Stay safe. Coronavirus coronavirus is real. Please stay safe. Always be with this. This is a hand sanitizer. Always be with it wherever you go, okay? This is a hand sanitizer. It helps a lot. So when you are the picky type, you touch, and you do this, you know, it makes the virus to travel fast. So when you are when your hands are sanitized, when your hands are disinfected, you are safe, kind of. We pray that this virus is not airborne, so that it's not what you breathe in. It's only when you touch, according to what they told us. So keep safe, my people. Thank you. Good night from me. Bye.